Should be good to go. We got Colts Niners tonight. See if Phillip Rivers can pull a fucking rabbit out of the hat. Be interesting to see what he can do, the old man. Colts defense is going to have to step up big time tonight. Offense, too. That offensive line's got to help try and get Jonathan Taylor loose. If the Colts can't run the ball, I don't see how they're going to win this game. Don't see how they win without running the football. They got to take some pressure off Rivers for sure. For sure. Like, share, subscribe, become a member. $1 a month, support the channel. Hope everyone had a great day. I did. Almost Christmas. Yay. They're singing the anthem right now. McCaffrey looks ready to go. George Kittle looks ready to go. Looks like a sellout. Colts haven't played a game that mattered this late in the season in quite a while. And the Niners didn't play a game that mattered this late last year. So both teams playing a game that matters for the first time in a little while. What's up, Joe? Salute. I'm doing well. Hope you're well. Just got home from the gym. Gonna check out this ball game. They're singing the anthem right now. Niners at Colts. Colts are wearing some weird uniform. I've never seen them wear before. It's like a darker blue. It almost looks like the Lions unis. But this game will be firing up any minute. Glad you're having a good day. Glad you're enjoying your WWE stuff. Thanks for stopping in. John Anderson, salute. What's up, buddy? Daniel Berry, sports highlights, salute. Good to see everyone. Yeah, I would stay away from this game. Too many undecideds. I'll be rooting for the Colts. Just because I took them to win the AFC South beginning of the year. Ravens, man, gave the Patriots all they could handle. The referee didn't help the Patriots either at the end of that game, but luckily New England figured it out just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. That was a horrible call. Horrible call. What's the news on Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry? Both of them got hurt. Lamar didn't play in the second half, and I don't think Henry played more than a minute or two, if that, in the fourth quarter. hopefully this game's competitive. If it's a blowout, I'll call it an early night. But hopefully we get a competitive game tonight. Kickoff any minute. Yeah, John. I was talking about John Riggins the other night. John Riggins was a problem. Monk. Both guys actually played for the Jets in their career. Monk was a motherfucker. He gets no credit. Who was their quarterback too? Mark Rippon and Doug Williams. Both of them, I believe, won championships.
Caffrey's still trying to find his groove. Indianapolis won the toss. They want the ball. And we'll see Phillip Rivers right out of the gate.
I can't believe they signed Rivers. I don't remember Dave Butts. I'd be lying if I said I remember him, John. But I remember some of the key guys. Some of them.
Go tonight. To the 29. Here comes the Colts offense.
Here comes the old man.
Well, what do you expect, Troy? I know you expect more down the field, and Phillip Rivers told us more intermediate routes. Everything, for the most part, was around the line of scrimmage, 10 yards.
Who was the cornerback they had for years? That was Darryl Green. I don't know if he played in the 80s, but he played there forever. He was a lockdown corner. I think he was an Olympian, too. If he wasn't an Olympian, I know he had Olympic speed. 1st and 10 for Rivers in the shotgun. 3 wide, tight end. Going deep. First play of the game. Got a man underthrown. No flags on the play.
So there you go. They
Kelly,
air it
salute.
out on the first play from scrimmage, and with Mustafa in coverage, Pittman
Thank you, Kelly.
was underthrown down the middle of the field.
Yeah, didn't give him a chance. This ball only travels about 45 yards, and Pittman has a chance, and he's the type of receiver that if you get it out there, and that's the question, as to whether or not Rivers has the arm strength.
That could have been a call.
Right now, and that one was clearly underthrown, and Pittman had no opportunity.
Shotgun again, Rivers.
They're going to shut this one down for a false start. And so second and 10 becomes second and 15.
False start. Offense number 60. Roger penalty, second down.
They get the center, Tanner Bortolini, who Phillip Rivers calls Bortz.
Well, this offensive line, they've been shook up a little bit this week.
I'm an 80s baby. I was born in the early 80s, so I was a kid when they were really tearing it up. But I remember watching them in the playoffs with my dad and his friends and family and shit. Shotgun, Rivers, RPO, delayed handoff. Taylor bounces it outside. Nice run, gain of about 7. Should be about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 coming up. No score. First quarter just started.
Phillip Rivers. And you see the overall numbers. He was 16 of 18 on throws within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. 0 for 3 on throws 15 yards plus downfield. 0 for 1 tonight. And a player is down. That's the center, Bortolini. And they look at him as Troy
That's not
said.
good.
They had to move the rookie Jalen Travis, 4th-round pick from Iowa State, to left
He
tackle.
played a long time. A long time.
Matt Gonzalez is
I think he played into like the late. I think he played into like the late 90s. What up, EWJ 26? Salute.
Do you want me to take that for?
So, injury timeout for the Colts center. Colts have to dominate the line of scrimmage to even have a shot tonight, in my opinion. It'll be 3rd and long after the TV timeout. Yeah, you're a little younger than my mother. You must have been born at some time in the 60s, I would assume. I can't do the math right now. My brain's fried. I could, but... like 65, right? Yeah. You got to see when the Patriots were horrible. The shit people don't remember. In the 80s, they were pretty bad. When I was a little kid, they had that one Super Bowl. They got destroyed by the Bears. I think it was 85, 86. The Bears absolutely blew them out. I think the score was like 40-something to 10, if that. New England just got stomped. Way before Gillette Stadium, when they used to play at Sullivan Stadium in Foxborough. When I was a kid, New England was horrible until we got Bledsoe. And then we hung around and we were okay. We were competitive. We lost that Super Bowl. Desmond Howard went off on us. Absolutely destroyed us. Ran one back for a touchdown. Favre went off. I am not from the Bronx. I don't know why people think I'm from the Bronx. Maybe because I'm a Yankees fan, but I'm not.
in 23 total snaps. 3rd down and 8.
Rivers got tripped bunch to the right, 4 wide receivers. He's got a tight end mixed in there. I think Warren, I would imagine. Taylor to the left of him. Decent pass rush. Rivers better step up.
Rivers steps up, drops it off. He's got a first down.
Taylor.
Taylor hit the Jets and took it out to midfield.
Yeah, that must have been rough,
19
man.
yards on the catch and run for Jonathan Taylor.
Well, that's a veteran quarterback.
That must have been rough being a Falcons fan for that one. I was pissed. I was so pissed at halftime, I wanted to punch someone in the face. That was awful. Worst football, half of football I ever seen the Patriots play in my life with Brady on the team. Rivers switching the play call. Colts got 1st and 10 from their own 49. Single back shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Taylor. Throws wide open man on the left side. All the coverage dropped. Nobody around. Easy first down. Rivers looks all right. Got to give the old man credit. Looks halfway decent. Bethune got caught sleeping twice in a row.
Better to get the ball to than Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield, matched up one-on-one for that 3rd down conversion.
Shotgun again.
They're getting him to the line of scrimmage with plenty of time to make these checks.
Handoff.
To Taylor's got a lot of room. This 49ers defense is number
Decent run by Taylor. Gain of about 3. Will be 2nd and 7 or so. 12:40 to go in the first. No score. Colts on their first drive. They said Brady deflated. They deflated the balls to make it easier for Brady to throw. I think it was because it's cold out. When it's cold out, you play outside, the ball loses air pressure. I think it was a load of shit personally, but I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm biased. Shotgun again. Rivers throwing all the way deep down the left side. Oh, good job. Safety came up and made a play. That was a dangerous throw. Intended for Warren. Nice play by Stout. It'll be 3rd and 7. That was dangerous.
Catch and run.
Illegal formation. Offense number 75 lined up in the backfield. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
They get the rookie Jalen Travis, who's playing at left tackle, for not being lined up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he lines up in the backfield, so they get the penalty. Such a good job by Phillip Rivers recognizing the coverage. Again, Jalen Travis right here at left tackle. He made his first NFL start last week for Braden Smith at right tackle. So now in his second start, it's up on the opposite side.
Travis made 11 starts last year at Iowa State at left tackle.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Colts. From the Niners' 36-yard line. Man in motion, shotgun. Trips bunch to the right, single receiver to the left. Taylor in the backfield. Rivers steps up and throws. Complete, nice spin move, 1st down. Way to move the chains. Good catch by Downs. Nice play. Well done.
They needed 12, they got 13.
Yeah, they've been playing man coverage, and Phillip Rivers was dissecting that. So now on 3rd and long,
nice
they go
route.
to zone coverage, and he fits a ball in right where he had to pick up the.
Nice job by Downs. Rivers 3 for 5, 49 yards. They run a screen to Warren. Get stuck. Gain of about 3. Be about 2nd and 7. Indianapolis driving. Might have lost their starting center tonight. He hasn't entered the game again, I don't think.
Got Danny Pincher in at center. The word is on their starter, Bordolini, being evaluated for a concussion. His return is questionable at the moment. It's an offensive line that was healthy for most of the year until last week.
White 90, hot. Set. 380. Yes.
Looks like a free play. Rivers, end zone. He's got it.
Touchdown, Alec Pierce.
Some things you just don't forget.
Nice job, Phillip Rivers.
He knew he had a free play, Joe. He saw it, and then who better to go to than Alec Pierce? Their deep threat. He knew he had a shot at him down the field, and immediately that's where he's going with the football. That's an outstanding job of quarterbacking on his opening drive.
Cleveland Farrell came across.
The right defensive end jumped off sides just before the snap. Kick is up and just gets through. 7-0 Colts, 10:31 to go in the first.
73 yards, a touchdown, and a lot of smiles. And dadgummit, he can still play. He just wants to be heard, whether it's
The old man Rivers slinging the football around. He got his whole family, his grandkids there, everything. Colts trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Niners trying to stay in the playoff hunt themselves. Niners are in better position, but both teams need a win tonight. We'll see what happens. TV timeout. Niners will have their first drive when they commercial. Like, share, subscribe, become a member. It's $1 a month. Supports the channel greatly. Thank you to anyone that's become a member, has donated, subscribed, liked anything. Really helps with the algorithm. Thank you to all. Old man Rivers slinging that dick. least on the first drive. Jonathan Taylor had a few nice little plays. Downs coming up big. Pierce coming up big. Interesting. There's a kid that played high school football like 5 minutes from my house that plays for the Colts. I hope he gets in tonight. Quiddy Pay. They move him around a bit. Sometimes he plays like linebacker, sometimes he plays defensive end. It'd be nice to see the local guy get some action. Phillip Rivers wasn't under much pressure on that first possession either. 49ers are beat up on defense. They're missing a few guys. They're missing their best player on defense majority of the year. They've been able to survive this far.
And Target, where game day meets the holidays. Noah Scott on the custom Monday Night Football guitar, live in Monument Circle. Created at the Purdue Guitar Lab by Noah and Dr. Mark French, where they made the Win for Jim tribute guitar. Ours was made with authentic Wilson game ball leather and probably will be finding a home in Troy's basement.
You're right.
Into week number 17. He's already put his dibs on that. How about that moment for the family of Phillip Rivers?
Oh, this kick's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a plenty.
Almost.
Brian Robinson on the return. 49ers are down by 7 and will take it back to the touchdown.
Yeah, keep an eye here on Jair Brown, the safety, and Alec Pierce, when he gets up the field, the move that he puts on him, Rivers knows he's got a free play, but it's the move at the top of that route by Alec Pierce that gets Jair Brown out of position. And
Jair Brown was asleep at the wheel. Pierce came out of that break on an inside post and left him in the dust. 5 for 7, 73 yards and a touchdown for Rivers on that first drive. Purdy got 2 running backs in the backfield. Handoff, run up the middle, McCaffrey, gain of about 5, maybe 6.
Purdy can do as an answer, Troy. He's come off
Brock
his best
Purdy.
game. And I
He's
think
a bum.
it's easy to forget that he missed those 8 games with turf toe, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is. He's feeling
Brock
better
Purdy.
every week. And
I
it was obvious last week watching.
I still haven't forgiven the 49ers for having such a horrible season last year. Preseason, I took them to go to the NFC Championship. So they can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned now. Jump ball, Kittle comes down with it. Gain of like 25 at least. Purdy got lucky. That was almost picked off. Good job by Kittle to make a play.
guard gets pushed right back into Brock Purdy's lap, so he's not able to really follow through on the throw. This ball kind of hangs on him a little bit, but they've got split safety, so that's the right place to go with the ball. Kittle comes back and makes a big play on the ball.
He missed 5 games with a bad hamstring after week 1. That's catch number 46 on the year.
Play action.
Play action from Purdy under pressure and over the middle finds McCaffrey. And a nice gain on first down.
Almost got to him.
Nice gain on first down. Pratt in on the stop, but a gain of 6. Take a look at the offensive line. That is very good at the tackle positions. Colton McKivitz, great story, out at right tackle. One-time released, worked his way back up, playing great. Future
West
Hall
Virginia
of Famer
guy.
Trent Williams, 3-time All-Pro, 11-time Pro Bowler at left tackle. And then Christian McCaffrey, who is closing in on his
Kendrick Bourne, expatriate.
season and 1,000-yard receiving season. He'd be the first to do it twice. Here he is, over the right side.
Nice
First down
hole.
plus. He's been a little frustrated, Troy, with the ground
Colts got to do a better job up front defensively, or it's going to be a long day. Cannot give McCaffrey holes like that to run through.
here.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating for everybody.
I could have ran
It's
for a
not
first
something
down on that
you would
one.
expect. You see, they put 5 down on the defensive front, and even though they've struggled to run the football, don't tell Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator for the Colts, that, because this offense is still built around running the football. They've had 30 rushing attempts in each of the last 3 games.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey coming off the 9-yard run. This time he's forced out by Pratt, a gain of 2.
So you see by that defensive alignment that you come up, you've got the guard and the center covered, you've got 2 outside guys, you got 5 across, and yet that run by Christian McCaffrey, they were able to get some good yardage because there hasn't been a lot of those types of runs. There's a look at Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator, who spent
Niners driving. Touchdown. Tied ball game. I think it was Johnson.
What an answer by San Francisco.
Robinson, excuse me. So the Niners answer back. 22-yard receiving touchdown, DeMarcus Robinson.
throw is perfect. Lays it out there for him. Great execution.
Brock Purdy 3 for 3, 54 yards, and that 22-yard touchdown throw to DeMarcus Robinson. They don't have Ricky Pearsall. They do have number 5.
Nice throw.
We are tied at 7.
7-7. I think there's about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, somewhere around there. Both teams looking good offensively. Colts are going to have to do a better job stopping the run. They are not going to have much success if they continue to allow McCaffrey to run through holes I can drive my car through.
On camera, off camera. He dialed it up 10%.
Stuart Scott, rest in
He
peace.
changed the culture.
He was the best.
Booyah!
This shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars.
This could be a high-scoring game, especially because it's indoors, too. I wonder what the over was tonight. So many commercials. Oh, I hope this cold is going in the morning. Fucking thing is still lingering. Let's see what Grampy Rivers can do. Second possession of the game. Tied up 7-7, first quarter. Oh, no. think there was a turnover on the kickoff.
Francisco ball and the fumble by Abdullah.
Oh, no.
Jair Brown was in on the tackle and may have been the one to knock it out. And he was.
He sure was. He's kind of stood up. There's a pile there in the middle.
Wow. Bad turnover for the Colts. Bad. And the Niners get the ball in the second half. We still got plenty of time in the first half, but not good. Not good for the Colts. Colts lose today. They might be done. They gave it a good effort most of the year, but I just think they're running out of steam. What up, Joey? You too, my friend. Hope all is well. Excuse me. Game's tied 7-7. Colts just fumbled on a kick return. 6:40 to go in the first.
Really good football himself. He's just been banged up here in the early going of his career, unable to go tonight. We'll see how that will impact them, but with special teams field position like they're getting on this drive, that's good.
McCaffrey left side.
Oh, nice. Good for you. It's supposed to be shitty weather coming too. I don't know if it's down as far as you are, but I know through most of New England, towards like, I think all the way down to like Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. Depending on how it hits.
Cross. George Kittle was out in front blocking. Kittle does it all. He can
We
make
got
the
snow tomorrow.
great catches.
We got shitty weather coming for me. It's not supposed to be a ton, but. So San Francisco getting another drive together after the turnover. Colts need to stop here. I know it's early, but they can't not let San Francisco get running the ball and controlling the clock. Fucking up on special teams. San Fran's threatening to score again already. Second and goal. Boy, they tried to rob my Patriots last night, Joe. You see that bullshit? Fucking ridiculous.
And having been the defensive coordinator in the past, and there's a standard that you've got to play to, and I thought Christian McCaffrey said it best. There's a price of admission to be a part of this team, and if you're not willing to pay it, you're not going to be a part of it.
Okay, Troy.
Second and goal.
Get him.
He's got his guy, and guess who? McCaffrey.
There's two guys you got to watch on the whole team. McCaffrey and Kittle. What the fuck? I don't see anything coming this entire year, Joe. I'm afraid to even pick my teams going into the playoffs because it's going to be so hard to nail it. It's going to be very hard. Whoever does picks them right. I give them a lot of credit. It's going to be tough this year picking who you think is going to win in matchup.
On the kick return, the 49ers cash in. Good start for San Francisco. They went out there the #1 seed in the NFC. Purdy and company.
21 points already tonight. 14-7 Niners, 4:33 to go in the first. Purdy throws his second touchdown of the night. Colts defense looks fucking terrible. They look flat. Another TV timeout. Cannot turn the ball over and expect to win ball games. I know I was pulling for the Browns the other day. They almost knocked off Buffalo. They lost by 3. I was pissed. That would have helped a lot. But we'll see how things play out. I'll do my picks like I always do. I ain't picking nothing until we see who's even in. And see who's playing where and whatnot and all that shit, you know. There's really nobody I have a ton of faith in. There's really nobody I have a ton of faith in. Including the Patriots. What up, Jet? And then some of the calls we've seen lately have just been fucking terrible. It's like, boy, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of figured he was gonna. Whether he was right or wrong, he can't fucking do that. Yeah, well, you know what it is? The Broncos are going to have to get home field. That will help them massively. Playing at Mile High is a motherfucker. Decent return by the Colts. Start around like the 36 or so.
Will continue on as a center throughout this game. Phillip Rivers trying to spend some time with him, going over exactly what the hard count's going to sound like and what he expects out of the center. Those two communicating a ton. They had a little bit of extra time to talk through it. Phillip Rivers doing a lot of yelling in his face in a good way, so we could expect what it's going to sound like for the rest of this game.
Yeah, Laura, and right now that means the Colts are without Braden Smith, their starting right tackle, Bernard Ryman, their starting left tackle, and now their center, Bortolini.
Yeah, they're all
That's
beat
big
up.
when you lose the center. And the time that Phillip Rivers had spent with Bortolini getting him up to speed, because Phillip Rivers
In the shotgun again. They're throwing. Throw complete. Almost a first down. Grabbed by Downs again. Gain of like 7 or so.
Rivers that first time down the field. Troy overcame a 2nd and 15, a 3rd down and 12, and got his first touchdown pass ever on a free play. That's hard to believe. With all the touchdowns and all the years, that's when it came.
Yeah, he hadn't been watching Aaron Rodgers all those years.
That's crazy. Phillip Rivers scored his first free play touchdown of his career tonight. They're in the gun again. 3 wide. Tight end. Delayed handoff. First down. Gain of 5 or 6 by Taylor. 3:40 to go in the first. 14-7 Niners. Colts had a costly fumble on a return on their second possession that the Niners capitalized on. They got twins to the right, one receiver out wide to the left. They send Downs in motion. They're changing the play call of the coverage. Rivers throwing, hit. Ball might have got tipped. Intended for downs. They want a flag. They ain't going to get one.
You know, coming off of Lisa's report and in talking with Robert Sala, it cannot be 7-on-7. And for those that are wondering what is 7-on-7, it's basically
he put his hands on a fan. You kind of can't do that. You know, it's a little different, bro. Unless the fan did some scumbag shit, and even then,
give a lot of.
You can't slap a fan. I mean, I don't know what was said and shit, but he got to be smarter than that. I don't know why anyone would think you wouldn't get a couple games. First down. Over the middle. I don't know if that was Warren. I think it was the other tight end.
Tree, just his 4th catch of the year, and carrying a couple of tacklers gets a fresh set.
A lot of young quarterbacks can learn a lot watching Phillip Rivers tonight. You don't like what's down the field, they got safeties deep, come right underneath to your check down, and so many guys are late getting to that player, and it moves the chains.
He's lucky he's not going for the year.
Hey, 63, sample left.
The way Goodell is.
Watch that left, 63. Sample left. Hey, y'all gonna live.
On first down, Rivers steps up and overthrows Ogletree with Malik Mustafa in coverage. 2nd and 10.
Well, the one thing about it, if you do go back to last week, Joe, we were talking about it. You couldn't have asked for a tougher situation for any quarterback, let alone a guy who hadn't played in 5 years, on the road, in a hostile environment, at Seattle, against a really good defense. So we're seeing Phillip Rivers tonight using his checks and working it at the line of scrimmage because he's at home and he has the ability to do that. Last week, he was checking more runs, going from run to run to get them in a good play that way.
Rivers, good protection. He's got Alec Pierce, who has a touchdown in the ball game, and this catch gets 17 working against Luter.
Alec Pierce has really come on, and he's kind of their intermediate deep guy. He's a guy who can run really good routes as he does here, and he creates some separation. A lot of man coverage we're seeing from San Francisco.
Pierce and Downs are playing pretty well so far.
They've had some success, but for the most part, this is a group of skill players. They're as good as any in football.
Colts' first 15 plays, they've thrown 12 passes.
He's got a lot of pride. Shane Steichen, a big reason why he came back because of that relationship. But you watch him here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's been awful this year.
And he's playing with as much confidence as he ever has. Route. He can go either way. And you see the move that he's able to make. I mean, that's about as good as it
Downs
gets.
Again.
When you're talking about putting a move on a defensive player and giving your quarterback some separation.
He's already got more yards in this first quarter than he had all of last week at Seattle. On first and goal, Taylor spinning.
Nice run.
To the 5.
Flag on the play. But yeah, it's been horrible. There's been a lot of games fucked up by it. And, even that Patriots game against the Buffalo, we took some fucking penalties in there that killed us. It was pretty fucking bad. They still shouldn't have blew that lead, but it was a little bit one-sided.
Red zone, and they really bank on.
Buffalo's like the most penalized team in the NFL. They don't get called for a fucking more than one penalty or two penalties all game long. Nah. And I watched some of the film on it. There was a breakdown. The fucking left tackle for Buffalo gets caught holding constantly. They like ref just looking the other way the entire fucking game. So, end of the first quarter, 14-7, Niners. Colts are inside the 10. TV timeout. Yeah, they get away with a lot of shit. They're the new Kansas City. They're the new Kansas City. Mark my words. They're the new fucking Kansas City. And then that call the other night in the Seattle game is questionable, in my opinion. You can't have the refs blowing whistles and saying the ball's dead. And fucking a guy picks it up in the end zone to hand it to the ref and he gets a 2-point conversion. It's fucking nuts. They should redo the play then or something. That wasn't fair to the Rams the other night. It's just fucking, it was fucked up. I don't think it was fair. And I heard a whistle on the play. They said there was no whistle. They're full of fucking shit. But, I don't know. It's a fucking double-edged sword. Teams got to do what they got to do. They got to produce, right? Like, I really try not to blame referees. I try not to because the players got to play the game, but sometimes it's fucking hard not to overlook it. Sometimes it's very hard to turn the cheek. Oh, yeah, someone was talking about it the other day, too. I forget if it was NBA or NFL. I think it was Bam Adebayo. He's like, yeah, I always know all the prop bets. It's just fucking, I don't know. I said that this gambling shit being so easily accessible was going to cause issues. And we don't even know what really goes on. Unfortunately.
Well, and when you follow Rivers' career,
it's starting to, Jet. It's starting to. Hey, last night I talked about it. The Ravens got 3.5 points. They fucking lost by 4. The over hit. I tell everyone, take the fucking over. In most games, just take the over, you'll hit. I haven't been wrong about an over the entire season. Oh, tipped at the line, almost picked off. Oof. So there must have been a penalty on the Colts because it's 1st and goal from the 18. I must have missed the penalty at the end of the first quarter.
Kalia Davis, who got his hand on that throw to bring up 2nd and goal from the 18.
Yeah, Tyler Warren, number 84, the tight end rookie, he was a little slow getting up after this.
Yeah, he took a hit, Troy. I can't stand Troy Aikman in this motherfucker. I can't stand these two momos.
Then Bethune went through a high ankle sprain.
So we got 3rd and goal coming up now. 14:36 to go in the second quarter.
Special teams player. They also brought up off the practice squad Eric Kendricks in case he needs to get some action tonight.
Rivers. Throw.
To the end zone.
Caught. Pierce. Touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
Wow. Bro, that was a duck. I don't know if the ball got tipped. Not a pretty throw, but it got where it needed to get. Pierce's 2nd touchdown of the night.
Here's a call.
Pass interference.
throws.
They already got 28 points combined. Well, 27. We're not even at half yet. Take the fucking over because you're going to gamble. Just bet the over on majority of games. You will win. It's all about the scoring points in the long ball. Chicks dig the long ball.
The family loving
Holy
it.
shit. Rivers must have 27 kids up in the fucking box. They're all going ape shit. I can't believe they went after Rivers. I get it. He finished his career with the Colts. So I get it. Like, he probably knows the playbook and he's a vet and shit, but fucking crazy. Crazy. He's probably going nuts sitting at home with 10 kids and grandkids, and he's probably like, get me the fuck out of the house. It's wintertime. He's probably like, fuck it, I'm going to play some ball, honey. You hold down the fort. Fuck this. These kids are driving me crazy. I guarantee that was part of it. I fucking guarantee it. I guarantee it. He's probably fucking losing his mind, all them little bastards running around. Isn't he awful, Jet? He is fucking bad, dude. And I'm so sick of, like, he was a good quarterback. He played for a team that was absolutely loaded. But when it, like, he tries to talk shit about Tom Brady and shit, I just want to reach through the fucking screen and slap him. Imagine if Tom Brady had the teams fucking Troy Aikman had. No one would have broke all the records he would have set playing with Emmitt Smith and fucking Irvin would never be touched. Never be touched. Troy Aikman, I don't think ever got hit in his fucking career until later on. Like the most dominant offensive line in NFL history. And you're going to bash everyone else that plays quarterback? Go fuck yourself. You had Emmitt Smith running through holes as wide as my street. And then you get Joe Buck's dumbass just glazing him the entire time. Yeah, Troy. That was not a pretty throw, but it got home. What a duck.
Get his body in a position to make that catch, keep it away from the defender, and tie this game.
And this is the thing about the Niners, I said. They're going to have trouble stopping people. Their defense is not good right now. They've had a lot of injuries. What's his name's been out? Bonner or Bonner, whatever the fuck his name is. Kick returned out to the 30. Decent field position for Brock Purdy.
I don't think you can start any better than the way
Oh my
Rivers
God.
and Purdy have started this game. A player is down.
If a lot of great quarterbacks had that team, they would have won more. Are you kidding me? And so for Troy to act like that and act like he's just so amazing, he could go fuck himself. Fuck, I could have been the quarterback with Emmitt Smith in that offensive line and that defense. Fuck, I could have just handed it off.
TD, who's the king now,
It's
bro?
just the truth. If you watched it, if you saw it, if you researched it, that team was unstoppable.
So instead of gray,
Unstoppable.
you could be seeing green. Bet on
It's not like the Buffalo Bills were chopped liver back then, and they beat the snot out of them every fucking year. Every year. Well, not just them. They got a W against Pittsburgh. That Pittsburgh team was good defensively. Offensively, they lacked people. You know, it's not like fucking, he acts like he just ran over everyone. He didn't do shit. Yeah, he probably would have. He probably would have. The problem they had, I don't know why, I feel like they didn't give LT the ball enough in the playoffs. And the Patriots did a good job stopping Tomlinson a lot of the time, but I felt like they should have used him more. And also, Rivers was young back then. It wasn't like he'd been playing for a long, long time. He was still younger when they were really good. But I remember when we beat the Chargers on the road, I was scared about that Chargers team that year. I talked about it the other night with Gates and all them other guys. They had some good receivers and shit. I think Keenan Mikado played there at the end of his career, or one of them guys. They weren't chopped liver. They had decent defenses with Merriweather and them guys. Lorenzo Neal at fullback was very, very, very tough to deal with. 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff McCarthy. First down. Someone's got to hit this dude in the mouth. They're just letting him get running before. You got to get to him in the backfield.
Them be able to create for Christian McCaffrey, and we talked about the struggles that they've had, and yet even though they've not run the ball all that effectively, it hasn't gotten Kyle Shanahan away from the game in which he wants to play. It helps out his defense.
Bullshit. They've run the ball well tonight. What are you talking about, Troy? McCaffrey in motion. Going out for a pass. Purdy over the middle. Dropped. Intended for Jennings. Mitchell in on the play.
Kind of defense he's facing, despite how the run game has been going.
The Jags ain't going nowhere, bro.
Game prep sheets every
They'll
week.
shit their pants.
4 words. There will be lanes. Just as a reminder that whether it's in the first quarter
They'll shit
or
their
the
pants.
fourth quarter, rush lanes will be there. It's his job to hit them. He said it's about expecting the lanes to be there, trusting.
They can have whatever seed they
knowing
want.
if it didn't work one
It ain't
time, it
gonna
doesn't
matter.
mean it won't work the next one.
Trevor
He's
Lawrence
got
will
8
shit his
touches.
pants.
He's got 46 yards and a touchdown. They fake it to him here, and Purdy is able to complete. And the catch is made by Kendrick Bourne.
And if they don't play at home, they got to go play somewhere cold. They're fucked.
And he was wanting to get it to him, and there was no doubt that eventually he was going to. So that's a nice payout on that reception.
Challenge flag is thrown by Steichen, so don't write the check yet. Let's see if he makes the catch.
Indianapolis is challenged and ruling on the field of a completed catch. Previous plays under review.
Definitely comes loose. It's really close. Remember?
No, Vrabel won't allow that shit. The Patriots are going to get better. The Patriots have more cap room than anyone, which is crazy. It's not going to happen. Vrabel won't even let it happen. He won't. He did it with the Titans when they had fucking Tannehill.
Anything for you, bud.
Cool. Could you pass the ball?
And everyone's talking about schedule this and schedule that. If you look around, everyone's schedule is kind of the same. I mean, a lot of teams beat teams that were supposed to be good that weren't fucking good. So you can complain about the schedule all you want, but like, look at the Chiefs. They weren't fucking good this year. There's like a lot of teams like that, like weren't really great this year. You know, the Ravens weren't really great this year. Bengals not really good this year. Still a competitive team, but their record sucked. But New England's just at the beginning of this thing. I am shocked. I figured 10 wins tops. I said 10 wins on a good year, 6 would be awful. I think I was pretty accurate. And if they don't have a meltdown against Buffalo, they're probably the number 1 seed right now, which sucks because I would have loved to see them be able to play in Foxborough the entire way. Because if that's the thing, if New England can win one at home and someone gets knocked off, it's going to go. New England's going to be a top 2 or 3 seed. They should be. It's going to get funky up here, dude. It's going to get fucking cold. It already is. It was only 25 today. You get out in that fucking cold. It's not fun. Even if it ain't shitty weather, it's just Jacksonville's going to come up here. Okay. They're going to be shivering their balls off. We've seen it time and time again when Jacksonville comes up to New England in the playoffs. They shit their pants. They cannot handle it. If I had like a team that played in a warm area that had to go play in the cold, we're going up there and practicing all week out in the cold. We are not staying in Florida getting ready for this fucking game. We're not doing it. Not doing it. Them motherfuckers won't even be able to breathe. They'll be so cold. They'll be so cold, they'll be sucking wind. And then on top of it, if they got to go to play in altitude, like Denver, it's just as cold, and then you're a mile above sea level. Now you're in a real fucking pickle.
If he's wearing like a whoop or an oil ring, that thing is going to short out. Like, what are you doing, Phil?
40,000 steps by the time the night's over.
Look at Indy. Every year in the playoffs, play in a dome. Go to Foxborough, shit their pants.
To the other hash mark, which is why there was a delay.
There's a lot of time to get all this done before.
Fucking Ty Law owned Peyton Manning in the playoffs. And that place is just going to be a bunch of drunk fucking monks throwing snowballs if it snows. So it's going to be even worse. Purdy scrambling. First down. Should be a first down. It's close. Yeah, you ain't mimicking the wind and all that shit, though, Joe. Like you said. You get a northeast wind or a fucking nasty wind, and it's raining and shitty and sleet and gross and fucking... It's not going to work well. The game should be played outside. I can't stand these stadiums being built with domes, and it's not my thing. Elements have always been part of football. They shouldn't be taken out of it. And I do the same thing too. If I was a cold weather team, I would go down south and get used to the heat and say, you motherfuckers better get hydrated. You better get used to dealing with this warm weather because we're playing here. We're playing here. Better get your fingers used to the cold or the hot, or you know, there's different shit to worry about in each place. I'd be having my whole team practicing with them fucking masks on right now, getting used to dealing with whatever they got to deal with. If you got to go play at an elevated place, we're going to be ready for it as much as we can. Another run, McCaffrey, first down. San Francisco is starting to bully them in the running game again. Well, that's like Buffalo. Their new stadium is going to be indoors. Yeah, you can pull the fucking roof down. It's not the same as having snow everywhere. Watch. They're going to get hit with a blizzard. That whole roof's going to cave in. Mark my fucking words. Like, oh, we shouldn't have done it. Just wasted $150 million of taxpayers' dollars. We'll make them buy us a new one.
McCaffrey, and boy, the Colts glad to have him back. He's missed the last 5 games with a neck injury. surveys, finds McCaffrey.
First down, McCaffrey again. I would let everyone else beat me if I was the Colts. We're not going to try and I would be like, we're going to do our best to stop Kittle and McCaffrey.
If you're playing one-on-one,
Let the rest of them beat us.
especially in
Fuck
tighter
it.
situations, you've got to play them.
Catch and run. He's off to a great start as Brian Robinson, who was picked up from the Commanders before
Diet
the
soda.
season, gets 6. And right back into the ball game is McCaffrey.
Well, these two running backs, they just rarely come off the field. The guy who gets the highest percentage of playing time at running back is Jonathan Taylor. And he's at 83% of the offensive snaps. Christian McCaffrey comes in at second, and he's 82%. So these guys are real
It's
workhorses.
supposed to be retractable.
Good drive, 2nd down and 4. Purdy
When I read about it, that's what it said.
throws back across
Touchdown.
the field and has a touchdown. George Kittle.
Yeah, let's just let Kittle and the other dude do everything they want. You got 2 guys to worry about on that offense. What are you doing? Who's the defensive coordinator for the Colts? He sucks.
And career touchdown number 52 for the 6-time Pro Bowl tight end.
It's a dangerous throw by Purdy when you're throwing back. Kittle does a great job.
Should have been
He's
picked.
running to the back corner.
Cross,
He
wait to make a
uncovers
play.
himself, knowing that he can't beat the defender.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good.
Already 35 points scored in this game. That should have been picked. Horrible break on the ball by Cross. 9:36 to go in the first half. 21-14 San Fran. Yeah, fuck Brock Purdy. He sucks. I don't like Brock Purdy. I think he's so overrated. I think he's doo-doo. Both teams could score like fucking 40 points tonight. Crazy. No defense. I have no faith in Brock Purdy. I've seen him choke every fucking time. It's like Sam Donald, too. Same fucking thing. I took the Niners to go to the fucking preseason last year. I took them to go to the NFC Championship. They had 4 wins or whatever it was. So, and then the year before, I took them to beat. What did I take them to beat? Oh, I took them to beat fucking the Chiefs. Chiefs won that one. He could go fuck himself. I don't trust the motherfucker. And it'll probably happen again. When people show you enough times they don't have what it fucking takes, eventually you got to be like, well, maybe they don't. That's like everyone thought I was crazy when I started taking the Cowboys over fucking the Chiefs, and this one over the Chiefs, and that one's over the Chiefs. How could I trust the Chiefs anymore? They showed all season long they were trash. At some point, it's like, oh, they are who they are.
George Odom came away blocking and trying to act as though he didn't do anything. We'll see if the call is against 39. Either way, it's Rivers back to work down 7.
During the return, holding on the return team, number 39, 10-yard penalty. Indianapolis's ball, 1st and 10.
So it is Odom. As we look at the numbers for the quarterbacks, outstanding. And for the 49ers defense.
No defense by either team so far tonight. Absolutely zero.
And they were hopeful to get Phillip Rivers moving. They're not making him move. They have to think about bringing extra guys on the pass rush.
And it's why I thought Phillip Rivers had an opportunity in this game to really play well and push the ball down the field. Now, we've talked about the injuries that they have in that offensive line. So when at full strength, they're a great offensive line. They're shorthanded right now.
Here's one to Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor got 5.
You know, the one thing I would say is you never want the quarterback sitting back there with a clean pocket. The goal of the defense, of course, is always to make the quarterback move and to get him uncomfortable. The thing, though, with Phillip, whether it's now at 44 years old or at any other time in his career, he does not hang on to the ball. He gets it out. So you got to be real smart then. If you're going to try to bring pressure, it's unlikely you're going to actually get to him. And then you got to hold up, and they've got some issues on the back end as well. So it's a tough cat and mouse game for Robert Saleh.
Rivers is changing the player coverage. 3 wide receivers to the left, tight end on the right side of the line. Play fake. Rivers is in trouble, finally sacked. It's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
It's the rookie from Indiana. Back home again in Indiana as he gets sack number 1 of his pro career.
Well, you get pressure off this left side here, and then in the middle, like you say, with West, he just pushes, right through the double team, and so Rivers has nowhere to go. He has to step up because of the edge pressure, and then nowhere for him to go. So that you
2 guys on one, couldn't even block him.
Be able to scramble. 3rd down now at 12.
Got to make a throw.
4-man rush. Rivers out to his left. He's got Pittman. Long way to go, and Pittman won't get the first down.
Be about 2 yards shy.
What are you giggling at? Watching Rivers out to his left?
I just know how it made me hurt watching him try to get out of that pocket. You're going to see. I mean, he never was
stop
really
it, Troy.
known for,
Troy, you didn't take too many hits in your career, Troy. You took a few. You didn't take too many with that offensive line in Dallas. Stop it.
He sure is.
He told us, he'd get all this hype coming back. He goes, what if I go out and pop my calf on the first play, throw 4 picks at Seattle? Be like, yeah, that was fun. Thanks for coming. But he said he was okay.
Good punt.
Is what happened. He was okay with that. He wanted to come back, show that he wasn't scared. He was good last week. He's better tonight. 55-yard punt here from Sanchez. We're in Indy. It's the holiday season. The visitors lead by 7.
7-point lead, 21-14. Niners. They'll get the ball back. Indy doesn't get a stop here. This game's probably over because the Niners got the ball to start the second half. And Indy has just put up no defensive fight whatsoever. I mean, really bad. Really, really bad. They're getting bullied at the line of scrimmage. They're not getting a pass rush. Just not a very good game by either team defensively, but especially on the Colts end. And they're just going to keep running the ball with McCaffrey and then go and play action. And they're just going to keep picking them apart. I got a feeling. Got a feeling. But we'll see what happens. Still a little bit time left before half. The Colts got to get a fucking stop. Got to get a stop. Got to get a turnover. Got to do something here.
Who has been busy tonight through the air and on the ground.
Yeah, this offense, it doesn't much matter if it is on the ground or through the air. It pretty much runs through Christian McCaffrey. And until tonight, he hasn't had a lot of good days running the football, but he still contributes in such a big way catching the football. And we heard earlier, it doesn't much matter to him how he does it. Just as long as he's being productive and helping this offense.
Purdy hit, fumble, caught by his tight end. Brock Purdy just got his clock cleaned.
Pressured by Latu. And
Niners are lucky.
able to get home. Ball's up and recovered by San Fran.
Latu is who beats Farrell. And he goes right around him, and as Farrell is trying to keep him from hitting the quarterback, he's right there to then catch the ball. Turns into a pretty good play.
Niners got lucky.
He got 3. Just like Kyle Shanahan drew it up.
Well, we said he was creative.
Kyle Shanahan, another overrated asshole.
Here's one for McCaffrey, overthrown.
Good coverage.
You start looking at where Christian McCaffrey stacks up in NFL history. Most career scrimmage yards per game. He is 3rd all-time and surrounded by Hall of Famers, some of the best to ever play pro football.
That's about as impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Backs that you'll ever see. To be mentioned in that company.
3rd down and 7.
Come on, D.
Purdy. Kittle.
Horrible coverage. Should be offensive pass interference.
Early by San Francisco.
I thought Purdy.
Flag was thrown in the secondary.
I thought Kittle might have pushed off. I could be wrong.
The catch was good for a 1st down and 12 yards.
Illegally use of hands to the face. Defense number 35.
Wow.
The penalty is declined. Play results. The 1st down.
It's against Jonathan Edwards, who started at corner.
The secondary for the Colts is playing like dog shit. Wow.
All pro from the Jets and still without Charvarius Ward.
Well, Kittle, he was the one who was in motion. It looked like he started up the field before the ball was snapped. That's what I saw.
Cross
but yeah,
again.
The penalty then on Edwards.
They've been picking on Cross all night. Sauce Gardner being out is killing them. They picked him up. He was supposed to be a stopper for them. Traded to get him. And he's only played like 1 game since he's been with the Colts.
A lot more man coverage, but they have just been decimated at the cornerback position.
Use check in motion, toss to McCaffrey. Played well by this Indianapolis defense. Kyle Shanahan will tell you when they're healthy, and they have Charvarius Ward, a former 49er, and they have Sauce Gardner. They get.
Yeah, they're hurting. They're hurting on defense. They're hurting. The Colts have been decimated by injuries.
Defense, but they're still injured.
I think when they're healthy in the offensive line and the way Daniel Jones was playing, they had a Super Bowl.
Purdy's throwing.
As well.
Here's
Complete.
a completion to Sky Moore.
Another 1st down, down to the 40.
And a nice spinning catch and a big completion from Brock Purdy.
No pass rush. Awful coverage. It's always the Colts cornerback or safety chasing a 49er. They got their top 2 cornerbacks out. They can't hang with them tonight. They've been a step behind the entire game defensively.
Moore is a former second-round pick by the Chiefs in 2022. Trying to settle in with Kyle Shanahan, returning kicks and trying to filter into this offense a little bit more. It's 2nd and 8.
I mentioned some coverage they were playing. They were using man coverage second most in the league.
Another catch by Kittle.
What a first half he's had. Knocked down at the 22 in a gain of 17.
And the reason the zone coverages are hard against the 49ers is because you're going to see the impact that the play action has. Nick Cross, the safety, he bites. Kittle gets in behind him.
Too
and it
easy.
Just opens up
Awful.
a lot of windows.
They're in
and
zone.
That's the passing game for the 49ers.
They're in zone, just dropping.
5 targets, 5 catches.
Kittle wide open over the middle every time.
78 yards and a touchdown for George Kittle.
If you can't play man-to-man a little bit, you're dead. You're not going to hang with any good football team. You got to be able to play some man-to-man.
I wonder what those owners think about that one.
And then you're dropping everyone in zone. If they do hand the ball off, McCaffrey's got a friggin' running head stop.
And get one other loss by either Houston or Jacksonville. Their chances took a hit yesterday when Jacksonville, they are red hot. They won at Denver.
There it is. Nice run.
Here's McCaffrey. Buckner made that stop after a gain of 4. And back to Kendrick Bourne, who's now paying over 500 receiving yards for
Give
the
it to him.
season.
Pay the man is what I say. Well, this is a big drive right here for Indianapolis. I mean, they're facing a red-hot offense in San Francisco. They have been moving the football down 7, coming up on the 2-minute warning. They don't want to go down by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, it's over if they score.
2nd down and 5. Purdy, McCaffrey.
There you go. Make a tackle. Hallelujah. San Fran gets the ball to start the second half. Colts are in rough shape. 2-minute warning, 21-14. Niners score here. The Colts don't put up points. Niners score to start the second half. This game's a wrap. A wrap. I don't think the Niners will not continue to put points up. Colts defense is just getting destroyed. Bad. Looks like a college team versus an NFL team. When the Niners are on offense, especially. I think there's a game on Christmas Day. There's a couple more games this week. There's games on Saturday this week. I went through the whole schedule last night. Yeah, Thursday we got 3 different games. Saturday, there's 2 games. And then Sunday, there's a whole slate. What up, Crispy? Checking out the Niners Colts. It's been all Niners, really. Colts cannot stop the Niners when they're on offense. 21-14, Niners are going in. It's at the 2-minute warning. Niners get the ball to start the second half. Colts have to hold them to a field goal here and score, I feel like.
Came back and got a road win last night at Baltimore. And what a job Mike Vrabel continues to do with that New England team. They're down in 6 here. Kittle. Spinning
Oh, he dropped it. What a play. Almost had it.
Catch, not to be. It's 4th down. And the field goal unit will come on.
If I was the Niners, I might go for it here. I know they get the ball in the second half. They got to hold up for 2 minutes, but that's the first stop on 3rd down the Colts have had the entire night. 4th and 6 from inside the 10. I would go for it here. Why not? They're going to try a 25-yard field goal.
The second game back off the bad right hamstring. Knocks it through. And a perfect 26 for 26 since taking.
So 10-point lead for the Niners. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Colts need a touchdown desperately.
And a perfect 26 for 26 since taking over for the 49ers in week 2. Well, we'll welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman with Christmas this week. It's a big week around this country and around the world. And for this Indianapolis Colts team about to go back on offense, now they're down 10.
Phillip Rivers in Indianapolis, if they're
Rivers got to do something here.
Any kind of points. I mean, to cut this back to a one-possession game.
Colts needs. I feel like they need 7 or it's a wrap.
In that game against the Titans, 4 touchdowns. They started fast in that game.
That turnover by the Colts on the special teams play is going to come back to haunt them too. That was a bad turnover. The Niners have gotten some breaks. The Colts had one nice play on defense. They hit Purdy. He fumbled. His guy caught it. Ended up gaining 3 yards on the play. Well, everything's going the Niners' way, and the Colts are just trying to hang in there.
On to the playoff roster right now in the 8th spot in the AFC. It only takes 7. Trying to catch the Texans and make the playoffs.
They got all 3 timeouts.
Family watching. It's been a fun first half, but it's been more fun for San Francisco up 10.
Going deep.
Downs. It's not there. They tried a similar play on the first snap of the night. Rivers underthrew Pittman, and this time Downs is under.
I don't think Rivers has the arm he used to have, obviously. I mean, he's old. He's getting up there. He hasn't played in a while. You can tell he's struggling throwing downfield. You can tell he's struggling on them deep routes down the seams into the sideline. Just doesn't have the arm strength he used to have. They've tried that play twice tonight. He's underthrown it. Now the Colts are going to have 3rd down and 7.
Of Kyle Shanahan.
This one might be over with. Colts got to score before the half. I feel like if they give up 7 on the Niners' first possession of the second half, I don't see how the Colts keep up. Yeah, that was a close one, though. I didn't like the play call most of the game.
Rivers back. Pedaling as he let it go. And
Incomplete.
flag on the play. Here's the target. Luter in coverage, and a flag came down.
That pass interference call was awful, too. Bourne should have... That should have been a pass interference
This
on the
is
Ravens.
such a great route by
we
Alec
ended up
Pierce
winning. That's all that
and
matters.
Luter. They've gone after him a couple times now tonight, and the contact as he's coming out of it, a ball that's a little bit underthrown.
Pass interference.
Yeah.
Defense, number 28. Spot foul. Automatic first down.
That's a little...
The ball's a little underthrown. I actually think Luter plays this pretty well.
I do, too.
Yeah, I agree, Troy. They're hand fighting a little. I don't see any clear restriction. I don't like that as a
Colts
foul.
got a call
That
there.
is the first accepted penalty against the 49ers. This is a defense that had one defensive foul called against him over the previous 3 games, even though they're young. They've been disciplined, and that was an iffy call at best.
Rivers in the shotgun.
Pressure on Phillip Rivers
Minute
on
to
that
go
last
in the
throw
half.
in the pocket.
Down 10.
Now the near sideline, and he's
Complete.
got
Downs again. First down, out of bounds.
At the 27.
Downs talking a lot of shit.
The route running that we're seeing from Indianapolis is outstanding. The move that he makes on Upton Stout.
Nice route.
Stout's playing a man-to-man, and he starts.
Downs
as
has
if
had a
he's
good
gonna go
game.
Across the field, comes out of it. There's just nobody then out there playing man on the outside.
Yeah, I agree, Crispy. We were talking about that earlier in the first half, a few of us, how bad it's been this year.
How quick. There was pressure coming off the edge.
Crowd wanted a flag for Upton Stout throwing Josh Downs down.
Downs, 5 catches, 65 yards. 13 yards a catch. Him and Pierce have played well. The Colts have been fine offensively. Defensively, they cannot stop a friggin' nosebleed. They're just getting gutted. They don't have their top 2 cornerbacks. San Francisco's just getting every matchup they want. Indy's playing a lot of zone, and it's just they can't. It's not going to work against San Fran. It's not going to work with McCaffrey and Kittle.
False start.
And a false start on Indy, going to back them up.
The 49ers lined up without them being able to huddle and really change any of what they were doing defensively.
2nd and 12. 32 seconds to go in the first half. Colts have 2 timeouts. Niners have 2. 24-14. San Fran. San Fran gets the second half kickoff. Colts need something here. Really need 7. Really need 7 bad. Or else it might be an early night for your boy.
With 2 scores.
Yes, he has. The guy we haven't talked much about is Michael Pittman, but everyone else has gotten involved in this offense. And as you would expect, Phillip Rivers has known exactly where to go with the football. It's been good
3rd and 4.
But the routes by Josh Downs as well as Alec Pierce.
25 seconds to go. 1 timeout.
Already, this possession is a win. That they're in field goal range. Rivers wants more, but understands he's got 3 in his pocket and make it a 1-possession game at half.
3rd down and 4. Rivers has to step up, and he underthrows the rookie tight end Tyler Warren.
He panicked. He was in trouble.
Just the 1 grab tonight.
I think the pressure off the edge, he's mad at himself because the pressure off the edge, it keeps him, you can see he gets a little quick with his feet. He knows he's got to step up quickly, and he's just not quite able to put enough on it. He knew he had him. I mean, it was drawn up perfectly. You see how much space. He just lays it out there, and that's why you saw the reaction by Rivers. He was upset with himself.
39-yard try by Blake Groupie.
Big time.
Third kicker of the season for the Colts.
Kick is up and good. The 24-17 with 19 seconds to go in the half. That
Two
jump
teams,
throw
8
shit never
offensive
works
possessions and 7 scores.
when it's off the back foot.
It's been a fun half.
If it's a short pass, they get away with it. Anything
Shift our
too deep,
focus to the college football playoff.
they don't drive the ball downfield.
It continues with the quarterfinals on ESPN and the ESPN app. New Year's Eve, Miami squares off against Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl at 7:30 Eastern. On New Year's Day, Oregon takes on...
I hope Ohio State beats the snot out of Miami. I do. I can't stand Carson Beck. Ex-Bulldog bounced on us.
Quarterbacks in general, you get paid to play on third down, and that's a quarterback down that if you're going to be successful offensively, that's where you've got to be able to come through. He didn't connect on that last third down that would have been a touchdown if he's able to get it out there. But outside of that, he has been really good tonight on third down. He's converted several big-time throws, one for a touchdown, and it's been impressive to watch him operate, as it has been for Brock Purdy. Both these quarterbacks played the position awfully well here in this first half.
Rivers threw a touchdown pass on 3rd and 16. He's 4 for 5
Uh-oh.
on third down.
Good return.
Tonight. And now with 11 seconds after this good return by Sky Moore and 2 timeouts, maybe there's a chance for the 49ers to do something.
Yeah.
If Purdy can find someone downfield, that was a 36-yard return by Moore. Pinheiro, in case you're wondering, is long 59 yards, which came week 5 at the Rams this year. That means getting it to the 41-yard line. About 20 yards from here.
Colts got to hold up here. If they give up more points again, they're really screwed. They've been horrible on defense.
Good protection. Time runs out. Pass is caught by Bourne.
Again.
And now 3 seconds
Terrible.
remain.
Well, they need a few more yards in order to match his career long, but they don't have enough time. So Kyle Shanahan's going to run him out, see if maybe he can't see if he ate his Wheaties for breakfast.
It'd be 64-yard try.
He's going to try and kick a bomb.
And would be a new career long.
I'd put someone back there if I was the Colts to return it.
Phillips about ready to call it a half. He's going to get a head start. He's going to get a head start on the
Try and pull the old Devin Hester.
He's waiting by the door.
Doesn't want to get run over.
Oh, he might have got it.
Try from 64.
Oh, it hit off the upright.
Crossbar and out.
Off the crossbar. Just missed it.
And that is the first miss by Pinheiro of the
He
year.
gave it a good ride.
And
64-yard
he gave it every
attempt.
ounce he had.
He sure did. He put all 190 pounds into that one.
He sure did. So close. We'll send it down to Lisa with Kyle Shanahan.
Thank you, Joe. Kyle, your offense has been rolling tonight. What's been working?
All the guys are doing a good job. We're running the ball well. We're throwing the ball well. And we had a couple big third downs that's kept us moving the chains. 1 4th and 1, but been real happy with the guys.
You came into the game saying you were not excited about facing Phillip Rivers tonight. Just what do you have to do to get him out of his comfort zone?
No, you can see why. He's a hell of a quarterback. We've gotten some third and longs, and he's still managed to get it. I don't mind our defense bending a little bit, but we can't give up those third and longs. The third and go from the 16 can't happen. We keep them off those, we'll do a lot better.
All right, thank you, guys. Joe?
Yeah, a lot of respect for Kyle, for Phillip Rivers, and a lot of respect for Kyle for his own quarterback, who's been outstanding. Bad sound. If you are
Just
Eddie
missed it.
Pinheiro, came so close. Purdy in this half, 3 touchdown passes, 4 incompletions in a 7-point game. Stay tuned. All-State halftime coming up.
Yeah, it's crazy,
I
Jeff.
checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance.
Crazy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I gotta eat. I haven't eaten all fucking day. I'll be right back. I'll put the halftime show on. I thought this game was gonna be over. We'll at least watch the first possession or two of the second half. It's still close enough where it's worth checking out.
This is the Allstate halftime.
Wildly entertaining game here at Lucas Oil. First Monday night game with 5 first-half passing touchdowns since that epic Chiefs-Rams game in 2018. Welcome Allstate halftime with Santa Kelsey and Ryan Clark. I am Scott Van Pelt. We're going to get to you on the Niners offense in a minute. Look, the story of this night on Countdown was Phillip Rivers. His first start, and Troy told us it would look different. Ryan, what has looked different?
Man, forget Santa Claus. Phillip Rivers is the gift. Give it. Listen, this isn't 2008 or 2010, but this is Phillip Rivers. Best that he can be right now. This is a step up. This is the evolution.
Yards per passing. McCaffrey has over 6 yards of carry. They're simply doing anything they want. They're running the ball really well. Juszczyk is getting involved in the run game right now with this great lead block. Springs McCaffrey for a big run. And Purdy's doing whatever he wants. I think he's rolled to the right, throw it back across the field. Dangerous, but you take those chances when it doesn't really matter where you throw it and you get a completion.
Scott, this was the final score I picked. I thought San Francisco would win the game.
Oh. Sorry, guys. I had to get something in me. Oh, CJ's all soup because they're beating up on the injured Colts.
McCarthy was hurt, but before he left, he ran this in for a touchdown at the Giants. The Vikings win, and the Met O-Land starts spreading the snooze.
Extra, extra.
New York teams 5-25. Bah humbug. Stuck for a last-minute stocking stuffer? Look no farther than a subscription.
Chris Berman's the best. Brown University, Rhode Island.
Niners up 7. They get the ball in the locker room.
Thank you for watching the All-State Halftime.
Travel can be a nightmare. Luckily, you rented your car on Turo. Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
What would you pay for an iPad Pro? I only paid $42 on DealDash.
DealDash.com. Online auction since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. And this smart charcoal grill sold for $16. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Deals like these and many more happen in the thousands of daily auctions on DealDash.com. All auctions start at $0. And remember, everything must go.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
Sold for less than $21.
I got it for $16 on DealDash.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
The Miners.
Auction's going on right now. So what are you waiting for?
Bought & Bow is the number one. And comfort. Imagine a revolutionary new super truck that makes any old face drop dead gorgeous. One shot makes you hot.
Sorry, guys, I was fucking starving.
FX is the beauty. Premieres January 21st on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
The scent won't stop you stinking.
I ran home from
You
the
need the
gym.
right tool for the job. Mando makes sure that your armpits are up to code. Don't
I
mask
didn't
it.
get to eat before I got home.
This shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars, so I got this shirt I saw on TV. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a
Taking it
collar.
easy with the
no
family
dry cleaning
still.
needed, and the collar stays stiff all day.
Holiday savings event. Save up to 25% on select styles at collarsandco.com.
Here we have Minimus perpetuus, also known as the creature of habit. Rarely will he stray from his patterns, even if they don't get to the root of the problem. But what's this? He's using hymns to explore treatments for hair loss, turning over a new leaf. And yes, he's actually completed an online intake. Why, he's well on his way to personalized treatment, if prescribed.
Useless.
Now that's a real quote from a recent power outage. The new Patriot.
Second half supposed to start in a minute. Thank you guys being patient. I'm fucking starving. I apologize. I don't usually try to eat on camera. Well, my fat ass is starving. I don't even think I ate yesterday. I had some cheese and shit. That was it. That fucking cold. That cold I had kicked my fucking ass. Hopefully it's going when I wake up tomorrow. I've had it with the. That's awesome, dude. I love it. Don't take it easy on her. It sounds like it. That's a great name. That's a nice name for a little girl. That's a nice name.
What adjustments do you want to see defensively?
We just got to get some stops. So obviously, they'll get the ball here to start the second half, but we got to find a way to get a stop, get some takeaways here.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Joe?
All right, Laura, and thanks to Shane for stopping by. And there is Phillip Rivers, who we've had our cameras all over tonight. And it's been a good game so far, but it's been better for Brock Purdy and George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey as they try to win their fifth straight. We'll see the offense for San Francisco here to start the second half.
For sure.
Kyle Shanahan, year number 9. Navigating all of these injuries and has his team in a great spot. This is Brian Robinson on the return. Good return out across the 35, and
Colts need to stop.
now these players start to push, but no punches thrown right now. I don't see any flags down there. Talk about San Francisco. It's been impressive to watch. They picked up where they left off against the Tennessee Titans, and Christian McCaffrey has just been uncoverable so far in this game.
A lot of offense there in that first half. San Francisco, who I did not think would be able to run the football, they haven't all year.
You feel good you're beating up on a team with no cornerbacks? What up, CJ? Sorry, I was getting something to eat. Purdy throwing. Colts defense is trash.
He had 8 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown against the Titans.
Excuse me.
This one is good for 15, and he has forced his way wide open most of the night.
When you have a safety in the middle of the field, ball's got to come out on time because that could be a real headache. If you've got a safety who's playing that aggressively and Brock Purdy gets it out, gets it to Kittle at a time where he can kind of protect.
Send it over, bro.
And another big play to open up this second half.
They're the last 2 weeks for George. 93 yards tonight. And an 11-yard score earlier in the game. Here's McCaffrey on the ground.
Finally.
Down with a 1-yard
Stop McCaffrey.
Nick Cross.
The interesting about it, Joe, is that this year, the 49ers have always, under Kyle Shanahan, been a big play
nice,
offense, whether
dude.
that's in the run game or in the passing
Go out in
game.
the woods and
This year,
fucking
they have not.
go on
However,
adventures. That's
tonight,
dope.
A lot of big plays, and it's why we've seen them put the points on the board that they have.
2nd and 9. Robinson.
There we go.
Topped by Kenny Moore.
Come on, Colts D.
And a gain of 1, so 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 8.
I'll check it out when I'm done streaming.
They didn't face too many third downs during that first half, just 3. But this becomes a big one for Indianapolis. You give up a first down here, you're giving up points on the drive.
Colts defense is terrible. They're missing their top 2 cornerbacks.
Big first down for
Awful.
San Francisco.
Awful coverage.
It's an out route. It's like throwing it on air. Just not very good coverage by Moore
Awful.
coming up and challenging it.
Awful.
Phillip Rivers
Thank you, Troy.
Second
I
target
don't usually
for
agree with
Jennings,
Troy
his first
Aikman, but
catch.
the Colts D is bad tonight.
Brock Purdy has been precise all night long. Has to get around Juszczyk there and able to find Kittle. Another great throw. And Kittle hit in stride. Sets up the
No
49ers
pass rush,
first and
no
goal after
coverage.
a 22-yard catch. And he had his choice. He could have gone to Kendrick Bourne, or he could come back and hit George Kittle. Here's Bourne. Kittle's going to come from the right side, and then this play action.
They all fell for the run.
Key is getting your shoulders turned, and he's able to do that. And he takes Kittle. That's always been his security blanket.
When he blows it in the playoffs, be ready. When Brock Purdy blows up in the playoffs, be ready.
Here's McCaffrey, and he gets dropped to the ground by Neville Gallimore.
Mark my words.
You know, George
He
Kittle
will shit his
was
pants.
talking to Kyle Shanahan about him as well as Brock Purdy, and just love everything about this guy. The energy in which he plays. He's a great leader for this team. Kind of helps keep people in line. And then in visiting with both Kyle and Purdy, they say he's arguably the most.
He will turn to a pumpkin for sure. I used to take the Niners all the time. That's why I can't stand them, because they fucked me so many times. The Niners have fucked me over too many times over the last 3 seasons. I have no faith in them. None. No, like blow up like in a bad way, not a good way.
As we know,
It's really not Purdy. It's all because of McCaffrey. Now, if you said Christian McCaffrey is the shit, I would agree. That whole team runs through Christian McCaffrey. If they lose him, they're done. Another touchdown. Jennings. The Colts are playing with fucking guys that are on the practice squad in the secondary. They were talking about it earlier. Yeah, sometimes it acts up, Ace. Weird. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to that shit, unfortunately. Shouldn't have to, but yeah, I lose subscribers all the time. Jawan Jennings. I could have caught that one. The coverage is just bad. The Colts defense is just decimated. They've got no pressure. They're playing and dropping in zone and just it's not working. It's just not working. But we'll check out this next drive. I got to get up and do shit in the morning, but we'll check it out. We'll see if it stays a game. Let's see if Old Man Rivers can try and make it a game. But I don't see the Colts stopping. I don't see the Colts stopping San Fran. They're just dropping into zone, and it's bad. It's bad. Bad. There's no pressure. They can't stop the run. They drop into zone on a pass. On every pass attempt, they drop into zone and just get burnt. And it's going to get worse as the game goes on because they're going to think McCaffrey's going to milk the clock. So the play action is just going to work more and more, if I had to bet. I mean, it's not hard to tell. There's a Colts guy chasing whatever player is getting the ball for San Fran. They just can't keep up. They were saying 2 guys are off the practice squad starting tonight. So it's just bad news for the Colts. Bad. 31-17, Niners, 10:58 to go in the third. We'll see if the Colts can try to make it interesting.
18th season that this stadium's been home to the Colts. Shane Steichen trying to rally the troops. They're down by 14 now. And the Colts are about to get the ball for the first time.
I'll check her out. Is she hot? I'm sure she is. If you're in the NFL, you better have a hot wife.
He's thrown touchdowns to 4 different targets.
I don't usually fly out of New York. I'll fly out of either Providence or Boston. It's closer. To go into New York to get a flight out is fucking a nightmare. I mean, Boston ain't much better either, but if I could, I would go Providence and just get the fuck out that way, even if I had to get a connecting flight. I don't know if they go all the way to the west. I think they go to Vegas. I don't know if they go all the way to Cali. They do international flights too now, but that's, I would assume, going to like England and shit. But I would go out of either Providence or Boston. I would, under no circumstances, go into New York City to go to any of those airports. They're a fucking nightmare. I would either go out of Logan or Green. Green's nice because it's small and you can get through it quick, but it depends what they offer.
Flag on that play.
Maybe in a little while. I gotta save some money. I've never been to Vegas. Probably a good thing.
Lenore for unnecessary roughness after the play. And
that was stupid. Unnecessary roughness. He tried to punch the ball out. He didn't know he was down.
First-year team captain is Lenore.
That's a costly little punch.
Takes the ball up near midfield.
Hey, Tiger Stanley. Tiger Stanley.
Tiger Stanley. What the fuck does that mean, Philip? Tiger Stanley.
Got a couple. Well, there just has not been anything there for Jonathan Taylor. And you go back, the first 10 games of the season, he was averaging 6 yards a carry. And in this 4-game losing streak, he's been averaging well under 4. And tonight, he's not doing much better. His longest run tonight is just 7 yards. And this is a guy who came into this game second in the NFL and runs of 10-plus yards. So there just has been nowhere to go with the football on the ground, which has made the play by Phillip Rivers even that much more impressive. He's had no run game.
Nice throw.
His second grab. And it's a catch to the 35. Ball came out after he was down, and Pittman found a hole in that defense. And Rivers
yeah, bad.
Yeah, he sure did.
The Colts, I can see why they've been losing lately. They can't stop a nosebleed.
We're used to seeing from them, but it's been about 50-50 split. But when they have been in zone, Rivers has been able to cut the ball loose and on time.
And Kyle Shanahan is going to challenge that catch. I just looked down to my right. Russell Yerk said that catch was good. It looked like there was a third act involved there.
Yeah, he controlled the ball, got 2 feet down, took an additional step, and then he was down by contact before the ball came out. Here you see control, 1, 2. There's an additional step. And you can see the
he looks a little chubby tonight, right? I was thinking that a little while ago, CJ.
Kyle Shanahan is 1 for 3 on challenges this season. We think he's going to 1 for 4. Mustafa made the play. Pittman made the catch. We'll see if it stands.
I don't see how that's not a catch. Yeah, from Kentucky.
Never stopped. To the flavor that found its way.
He passed away, unfortunately, I think.
Just one spot to America's
a couple years back.
For wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop is here.
Jack Daniel starts here. From caves.
Yeah, he was a big boy, man. He was like 300 pounds, 6 foot plus. I think he went to Kentucky or Memphis, one or the other. I remember him. I think he got drafted by the Giants. I heard that he was playing Arena League. I think he got like partying and shit and got in trouble or something too. I think like it ended badly, unfortunately. Crazy, dude. I put on a vest at the gym the other day. That was like 75-pound vest. One of the guys had that I work out with sometimes. I was like, how the fuck was I walking around with an extra 100 pounds on me? Wonder why I felt like shit. Not good for you. I hope the Niners finish this game off. I'm getting tired. I do. I hope the Niners finish these motherfuckers off. Even though I don't like the Niners. They just screwed me over too many times. I rode the Niners. I took the Niners last year to make it to the NFC Championship. They didn't do shit. I took them to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They lost. So I don't have much confidence when it comes to them in the playoffs. So it's a first down and it's a catch.
Involved in
So was Collinsworth.
Yes, he was. Well, Laura Rutledge, there was a vote taken by Shane Steichen when he was thinking about bringing Phillip Rivers in.
Yeah, Joe, this is pretty cool. Michael Pittman Jr. told me that before Steichen made any decision official, he had a leadership meeting with the committee of leadership for this group. It's made up of a representative from each position group. And he said Shane told him about Phil coming back, asked if
I'll make my predictions when the playoffs start.
was against it. And then they took a vote. And guess what? Unanimous decision in favor of Phillip Rivers returning to this team.
Yeah, and returning to the offense put together by Shane Steichen. Here's pressure. Here's a pass that is behind Tyler Warren. 3rd and 7.
This committee of leadership, that's interesting.
I still have a feeling the Eagles are going to find a way. I got to be honest. Right now, I still like the Eagles' chances. I think they'll figure it out. I think they've been there. They've won. I still am going to have trouble not taking the Eagles deep into the playoffs. They got a lot of firepower on offense. Their defense is decent. They're going to be getting healthier, hopefully. Even though I'm not an Eagles fan whatsoever, it's hard to not think they're not going to be in the mix. 3rd and 7, incomplete. They're going to go for a field goal or they got to score. You can't keep letting the Niners score. This might be lights out.
And Rivers wasn't blitzed last week against Seattle. It was effective. You saw the ball was behind. It was incomplete. Now you get to 3rd down, and here he comes again. He dials it up again. You got Rivers, who's under pressure, has to get the ball out, and just really he had a chance to make a play on it, but Upton stepped.
Yeah, I think this one's a wrap.
An 11-point game. It's that time of year. The lights are in the trees.
the Niners score a touchdown on this next drive, it's over for sure. For sure. No questions asked. Colts can't get a stop, really. I don't see him figuring it out late in the game. Nice. Yeah, so other people said that too, Mark. I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. I'll see if that's an issue. Strange. YouTube been acting fucked up lately. People aren't getting my notifications and shit. I looked at it today too. There's like 5 different issues they're having right now. Uploading videos. There's a few different things. Weird. Someone else said that too. A few people said it, Mark. Ace said it happened to him too. Oh. Yeah, it's not showing you as a member right now, CJ. It's weird. I don't know if it renews every month on its own or not either. You might have to check. But all the playoffs are going to be members only. I'm not even going to let outsiders watch. I'm not going to just make it members only chat. I'm going to make it members only to watch the whole shit. So we don't got to deal with retards. Yeah, sometimes that happens too. You got to make sure you're still subbed. I don't get it. I apologize. There you go. Yeah, it happens if you don't check it every once in a while. I lose a couple subscribers every day and gain a couple. Lose a couple, gain a couple. I think it's something you're going to kind of stay on if you enjoy a certain channel. But I apologize. I wish I could fix everything. It has nothing to do with anything on my end, I can assure you. McCaffrey, another nice run.
Figure it out. He was described by Kyle Shanahan, his head coach, as an egoless, faith-driven, confident quarterback. He is a gamer on the field. He is a gentle guy off the field, and in the holiday spirit, giving gifts that really make a difference.
Yeah, I'm having wicked deja vu.
Great story. Good for Brock. And so many are doing so many great things, and it tells you the times have changed. The gifts that they're handing out.
McCaffrey again.
Big hole for McCaffrey and a first down for the 49ers. Gone are the days of isotoner gloves, or were you saying that?
Yeah, that was Marino's gift. He had, and it was his gift because he had a deal. He was a spokesman for isotoner gloves. I think I gave cowboy boots. Didn't
Yeah,
go
deja
over so well
vu.
because
I dreamt about this. I have dreams that happen all the time. I know it sounds crazy, but I do. And it's usually stupid shit like this. Like I already had this conversation like last night in a dream. No bullshit. Everything in the chat, I'm talking about what I'm wearing, who I'm talking to. It's like I'm reliving it again. But I have it. It's usually stupid shit. It's never anything like really, thank God, anything bad with someone getting hurt or, you know, something like that happening. But yeah, I have it happen quite a bit with all kinds of shit. Usually if I don't see someone for a while, I'll have a dream and then I'll run into them and be like at the supermarket, and I had the dream like within a real close period of time with it happening. Another run. Colts cannot stop a nosebleed.
More chunks.
You guys don't have that happen? I have it happen all the time.
Gets 11, and I think this is probably
Stupid
the best
shit.
time to just say
I'll be
Troy.
walking down an aisle and see a box I already fucking had been there and done it.
Found it in the back of the booth.
I mean, you did. Come
I
on.
did.
Really?
I did.
Huh. I don't have any of these either. I mean, this is fantastic.
There you go, pal.
Yeah, it happens a lot for me.
Let's go back to work.
Yeah.
11-point game, first down, 49ers. 5.5 to go, third quarter.
And like I said, it's never anything like serious, thank God.
They have an answer for Robinson. Nick Cross up near the line.
The fridge we ended up buying, I had a dream about it like months before we even got it. The exact fridge. Just weird shit.
Drives by San Francisco. They've had 6 drives in this game. They've scored 4 touchdowns and a field goal, and they missed a field goal, and the missed field goal was right before the half.
Well, I do all that shit too, man.
The Colts just simply have not been able to slow down this 49ers offense at all.
361 yards of offense. Purdy and McCaffrey not on the same page. So 3rd and 9 coming up.
And you are right in talking about Brock Purdy. I mean,
here's Morstead. I mean, he's just bored. Morstead's like, I got to entertain myself over on the sideline.
Well, that's what Rigoberto Sanchez had to do the first couple of weeks for the Colts. And then last week, Thomas Morstead, he didn't.
3rd and 9 for the Niners.
And he hasn't gotten a punt tonight.
Morstead
Inside the red zone.
Since November. 3rd and 9. Here's a catch by Bourne, and it's a short gain on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Pressure by Latu. The second-year first-round pick from UCLA. Bourne made the grab, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they finally are at least able to keep him from
Kittle
getting in the
limping.
end zone, and that's not a good sign.
Uh-oh. Better hope George Kittle's okay.
That's what you worry about.
He walked off the field.
Year, as you're gearing up, trying to hit full stride going into the postseason.
Missed 5 games, the bad hamstring early. Here is a try by Pinheiro. What a find he's been. They started.
Niners 34-20. 4:02 to go in the third. Kittle is grimacing on the bench. He looks pissed off. He's hurt. Hopefully for the Niners, it's nothing serious. All right, Crispy. I hear that. I'm grateful I can see my wing again. It was a lot of work. Really, Mark. I believe it. I believe it. Right before all the bad shit that happened, right before my dad passed and me and the ex split up, I had a dream that I was being attacked by demons, dude. And I never have dreams like that. And I I was in my dream, I was praying and fucking just talking to God, and the dream finally ended and I was safe. And I swear to God, after I had that dream, my whole fucking shit started falling apart. Crazy. Crazy. I haven't had any dreams like that in a long time, thank God. And my life has been much better lately. But it makes me wonder sometimes. Excuse me. That's awesome, Mark. Yeah, you were meant to be there. You were meant to be there. But yeah, I don't know if someone put some fucking bad juju or tried to or what, but hopefully I'm past it. But it was fucking scary, dude. It was just pitch black and these black figures trying to grab me and take me. And then after that dream, I got sick. They wouldn't let me work. And then everything else, all the other shit hit the fan. And maybe it was just a bad dream. I don't know. I just find it odd. Colts need to score a touchdown on this drive or it is got to be over pretty soon.
Out in front. They've got a date at San Francisco and Santa Clara, Week 18. That could be for a lot on the line. The division, the number 1 seed. They're the division leaders. They're the wild card leaders. There you go.
Still a ton of chances for other teams to make the playoffs.
Playoffs, you kidding me, over on the far right.
Especially the NFC.
Well, that win by Seattle the other night, it just threw everything upside down and certainly opened the door for both Seattle and San Francisco.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Here is a handoff to Taylor. Not much. He just has had no room. D. Winters made the stop.
Stay away from crazy bitches.
We will have those Rams at Atlanta, who've been playing better with Kirk Cousins here of late. The Rams have had extra time to reminisce about that 16-point lead that went poof in Seattle.
Yeah, I thought, that 2-point conversion that got overturned and counted, and the right call, I will add. But I thought Sean McVay showed great good strength in his post-game press conference.
There is no doubt. Here is Taylor over the right side. Third down coming up. Take a look at the remaining schedules. There is...
They have fun until they turn on you.
In Week 18, they both kind of have their fate in their own hands. They don't need any help for that number 1 seed. Seahawks at Carolina. Remember, Carolina beat the Rams at home. Not too long ago.
That sucks. Don't jinx me. Don't jinx me. Yeah, a little bit, Crispy. Dealing with women is something I noticed. Dealing with women is almost like dealing with kids sometimes. Seriously. It hit me the other day. It's like dealing with a fucking kid when they have temper tantrums and act fucking irrational and stupid. And the shit that matters.
And it's a credit to this San Francisco defense, really, in the way that they've handled him.
That shit that happened to me the other night scared the fuck out of me.
Going to be handling Jonathan Taylor.
I ran the fuck out of there.
Good job of that.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch. You're getting me caught up. No way, no fucking how. That's crazy. You broke a rib sneezing? Holy shit. I did, CJ. I had to run out of a situation the other night.
There trying to make his cut. And his frustration. Now Tatum Bethune, who just came back after missing.
On the front end, you get an extra day, and that's good for everybody's bodies. And then on the opposite side
Can't
of it,
make this shit up.
you get a short week. And you talk about the positioning that they're in and fighting for number 1 seed and trying to make Week 18 worth that.
Kiddo working on that leg on the sideline.
And they've got a big matchup next week against Chicago on a short week. So you hate to see some of these guys banged up.
Bethune able to get up and jog off. Remember, his backup now is Eric Kendricks. Curtis Robinson is inactive. He had taken the place of Bethune for the previous 3 games, and now the veteran in his 11th year, Eric Kendricks, who's been bothered by a calf injury, is up off the practice squad.
Oh, and the 9 is getting a little nicked up late in this game. Both of these teams are beat up.
Cal Shanahan.
Both of these teams are beat up.
To stop, and he does. A loss of 1.
I had a few rib injuries. They weren't too fun. I got kicked in the ribs bad playing soccer on a corner kick. I came across and caught the ball as someone was kicking. It fucked me up pretty good. Couldn't even laugh. Couldn't do shit. It just hurt forever.
Obviously a veteran player.
They're down in 3. Ground and
First down. Taylor.
right at the line to gain is Taylor. They're saying it's enough for first down.
Yeah, and the decision was made with the score what it is. They were going to go for it there on 4th down, and so run it on 3rd and a little longer. And if you don't make it, come back and run it again.
Under 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And under 3 yards a carry for Jonathan Taylor.
I'll tell you in 1 second, CJ.
Tiger double, side grenade!
Taylor tries to bend it back.
Nice
There's
tackle.
no room. Mustafa made that play. And a gain of just 1. We go to the 4th quarter. Oh, somebody thought they were getting a present.
Yeah, that don't sound like it's not too much fun. We celebrated Christmas the other day with most of my family, excuse me, because my aunt and uncle got to go to Jersey for the holiday to go see her family. But I got some good shit, grown-up shit. I got a bunch of good, like, nice new Tupperware for all my meal prep. I got some new towels that were nice, like really nice towels. I needed towels. Got a new pan. Like, I got grown-up shit, you know. I got a new pan. Some like cooking utensils and shit to make my life easier for my meal prep. It was nice. I got a TV coming. I ordered a TV. And the cable guy's coming to give me another box so I can set up a room for YouTube. That's about it. I got to get some new sneakers and shit. That's about it. And then I got to get some clothes too. Like, I don't fit into anything anymore, but I'm trying to hold off until like I'm right around the weight I'm going to stay at. Yeah, usually that's about all I wear is Air Maxes. Exactly, Mark. Underwear, socks, wife beaters, all that type of shit. But my Air Maxes are getting tired right now. But I usually wear Air Max. I'm actually going to look online. I want to find the old ones I had like 4 years ago. Those were my favorite ones. The ones I have now are nice, but they're just getting tired. They're nice, but they're getting tired. Like, they're worn to shit. from working out and walking in them and shit. The treadmill. And then I got another pair of them that are identical that I go out in, but they're starting to get tired too. I usually buy like 2 pairs of shoes when I buy them. I got to buy a new pair of boots too. I don't really have boots to go out in. I have boots to work in. It's nice to put on a pair of boots to go out in, especially living up here.
But even with that, it just speaks to, one, his ability to anticipate, but the accuracy in which
I need to get jeans bad.
hands, that's outstanding.
I don't have any. I have like 2 pairs of pants that fit me right now. That aren't like active wear. Yeah, that's kind of what I do too. All that shit I used to not worry about so much, but now that I'm a bachelor again, it's all shit I gotta worry about. Usually it'd just be like, here's the money, get what we need.
That definitely is worthy of getting the football. 49ers have just done a good job on him.
Taylor, first down.
And it's first and goal.
Colts is trying to hang in there. And then Christmas Day, I'll go see my niece and nephew, my brothers too. Spend some time with them, fuck around, play some games and shit, build all their shit for them. They're only going to be little for so long.
Stay alive for a playoff spot. Their percentage chance is not great, but they are alive. Trying to make this a one-score game. Well, that was a good tough running by Taylor in order to pick up that first down. The Rivers family watching. Play action. Bo Alley Cox.
Cox.
Body tight end takes it down near the 2, maybe the 1. They're going to mark it just in between. It'll be second
no doubt
for the 1.5.
I'm the same way, Mark. I didn't even want nothing, but people bought me shit. I'm like, I don't want shit. My uncle's like, what do you want? What do you need? Well, I don't need shit. Don't fucking worry about it. Take care of the kids. I'd rather see the kids get it, honestly. Especially because they're all under like 5. They're like, the oldest niece and nephew is 6. It's like 6 to like 2 years old. They're all super little. Let them have their fun. Oh, rushing touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 34-26 Niners. 12:41 to play. I thought I was going to get to go to bed at halftime. Colts have hung around. High scoring game.
And he does enough inside on Elliott to allow Jonathan Taylor then one-on-one with contact to get it across the goal line. That's a great drive by Indianapolis to cut this game to 1 score. It's a
7-point game. Not over yet.
75th career touchdown. 68th on the ground for the great Jonathan Taylor.
Colts got to get a stop. I know I've been saying it all game long, but they got to get a stop here. They got to get 2 stops, most likely, to get a W. Minimum 2 stops. But yeah, that's about it for the holiday. There's a bunch of games on Christmas, but none of them really matter, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Ravens-Packers is like the only game that matters. I think that might be Christmas Eve. If not, it's Saturday. We're starting to get to the point where like only 2 or 3 games matter a week now. As far as who's going to get in and who isn't. The rest of it is seed. I mean, it matters because teams got to try and get higher seeding, but we're getting to the point now where we kind of know, we're starting to get an idea of what the pitch is going to be with the football playoff. There's only 2 weeks of football left, and that's it. I know there's college football on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I agree, Mark. Excuse me. I agree. I totally agree. It's not what Christmas is about anyway. I mean, for the kids, obviously, you don't do that shit to the kids, but... If people need anything, usually we take care of each other if it came to it, but for the most part, everyone's grown. Everyone's pretty much grown.
This has been fun.
I thought it would be Joe coming in, but it's been better than I even anticipated. And I think that last.
Oh, that might be out of bounds.
At least
Close again.
Put a little pressure back on San Francisco.
There is Sky Moore to the 30. That's it. He is hit hard.
Let's see what the Colts can do on defense.
Chance for Sky Moore. If he left that ball alone, looked like it might have been heading out of bounds.
Definitely.
We look at the offense tonight for the 49ers as they go back to work.
Yeah, they've done a good job. They always do as far as moving people around with the shifts and motions. They're one of the tops in the league, but tonight they've even used more of it. Well over 80% of the offensive snaps. They've had some type of shift or motion involved.
See if Kittle comes out to play. See what's up with that leg.
Earlier, the way in which Christian McCaffrey in this running game has gone after this defense has been really something to watch.
Another first down, Jennings.
In stride. And a first down out across the 45, a gain of 17. Good drive starter for the 49ers, leading by 7.
He's been playing well for the Niners.
They just don't have an answer.
He's had a pretty good season for them. Bright spot. Colts just cannot get a stop. If they don't stop him here, I'm probably going to call it a night. If they can't stop him here, it ain't going to happen. Approaching like
The only turnover
11 minutes to play.
On the fumble on the kick return by Amir Abdullah. The Sauce Gardner watching at 2nd and 5.
There's been 3 games all year that Christian McCaffrey has averaged over 4 yards a carry for the game. And tonight, he's just under 6 yards a carry. And as I've said, this defense was shutting people down coming in. And the way the 49ers have struggled, I did not anticipate this kind of success.
Here's a toss to McCaffrey right side. Blocking out in front of him. See where they mark him out of bounds.
Where's the spot?
Very close to first down yardage, but he's about half a yard short, maybe even less. 3rd and 1.
And
good
again,
block from Juszczyk again.
Yeah, and again, they use motion in order to do it. He starts on the left side of the quarterback, motions across, and then he's the lead blocker. And
Third and 1.
everyone knows how smart Juszczyk is, and you have to be with all the things that they do with him.
High formation.
McCaffrey
Oh, he's going.
McCaffrey down inside the 25 and out of bounds near the 21. Trent Williams and Kyle Juszczyk paved the way, and McCaffrey gets 24 yards.
Well, that's his longest run of the season. He's
Wow.
had one 20-yard run all year long, and it was 20 yards exactly. And tonight, he just set a new personal record on the season at 24 yards.
Boy, big Trent Williams was out there and just
Good job blocking.
enveloping Colts defender.
Colts just can't get a stop.
Washington Commanders back in 2013. And so he's missed a fair amount of time, and he's not missed a game this year. And no reason to think he won't be back again next year at 37 years old currently.
Purdy can't hear the call coming in from the sideline.
You have to use a timeout.
I don't know if the communication system went out or what.
Yeah, that becomes tough as to whether or not you get granted the timeout or if you got to. They had.
So Purdy's helmet ain't working. They couldn't get a call in. They're going to call timeout. It'll be 2nd and 9, 9:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Niners driving up 7.
To use it.
They had to use it. They're down to 1, 2nd and 9.
Caught the early flight. See you there.
Finally beating your siblings to the good room on family vacation. That's what the world's big. This airline can do for you, baby bro.
I'm 26.
What'd you guys get for Christmas? Anything?
Went under 15. There was no chance.
I think some of these quarterbacks wished it went off at 30 seconds, so they didn't have to listen to the play caller any longer.
Now the play clock is at 8, 7, 6, 2nd and 9. Good protection again. Broken up for Brian Robinson.
San Fran should still get a field goal no matter what. Nice. That's a big pistol. I'll put a fucking hole in you.
You start wondering how many more opportunities Phillip Rivers is going to have if he goes down 2 scores.
Be out there like John fucking Wayne.
We're just inside of a 38-yard field goal from this spot. It's 3rd down and 9. Extra man on the rush. Jennings with a strong catch
First
over
down.
the middle, and he's got another first down for the 49ers. Working against Jonathan Edwards.
Well, Juwan Jennings, I mean, he's Mr. Reliable. I mean, you watch the release that he has off the line. You don't want to give up the inside, and yet he's able to take away the inside and with leverage. And because of the way he came off with the release, good, strong hands. Edwards trying to make it up once he gets beat.
I bet.
Pretty impressive.
We haven't seen Kittle out there.
I don't think we'll see him the rest of the night.
First down and goal toss to McCaffrey, and he runs into Franklin and ends up losing a yard. 2nd and goal. Zaire Franklin, a Pro Bowler last year for the first time. He and Pratt at the linebacker level make this defense go for Lou Anarumo at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Latu, he was a little slow to get up. I think it was him, and he's been one of their top performers.
9 is going in. 2nd and goal.
Outstanding on 3rd downs. Last
From the
3
9.
games, it's 2nd down and goal with the ball sitting inside the 10 as the chains keep moving for the 49ers.
Purdy in trouble.
And now Purdy getting some room. End zone shot.
What a catch. Incomplete. He didn't get his feet in.
It's Tonjes out of bounds.
I mean, he is something.
That was a nice
Down
throw.
here, and these 3 points are really important.
That might be a catch.
That was closer than
I think that might be a catch. I know one foot's definitely down. I can't tell if the right is. Doesn't matter. McCaffrey just scored anyway. 9-yard receiving touchdown.
Kittle watching from the sideline. Tonjes nearly got the touchdown. McCaffrey gets it instead from 9 yards out.
They're going to see Zaire Franklin, and I think he's the one who blew coverage. He's got to continue to play that flat coverage.
Awful.
You got the corner on the outside. He was turned looking, but it looked to me like Franklin was the one responsible for that in the coverage assignment.
Yeah, I think this game's a wrap, guys. I don't see the Colts coming back. They haven't gotten a stop really all night long. They're back down 2 scores with 7:37 to go. I think I'm going to call it a night. I got a bunch of shit to do. It's almost midnight here. Thank you guys for hanging. I'll be around later in the week. We'll see what's going on. You guys have a good night.